Alright, so the next match I will be reviewing is the Women's Elimination Chamber match of 2024. So let's get started with the reviews. So the people who kicked the match off, it was Naomi and it was Becky Lynch. Bianca, Liv, Raquel, and Bianca, Liv, and Tiffany. They were in the chamber pods. Becky and Naomi, they kicked the match off. And when I tell y'all, I was very shocked by that. I thought they were going to do Becky. I thought they were, okay, so my picks were Liv and Tiffany. I remember Naomi's bundles or Snatch Ball said, who's going to start 1 and 2 in you guys' opinion? I thought it was going to be Liv and Tiffany. So when Liv came out, I said, okay, she's going to start it off, and because Tiffany didn't. So I was like, okay, it's going to be Liv and Becky. So Liv got in the pod, and then Naomi came out, and I said, oh, Naomi's going to start off? I was like, WWE's going to let Naomi start off a chamber? And then Becky Lynch came out. I said, I know you lying. I was very shocked, and I was actually very excited because if you guys remember the Backlash match they had in 2016, the six-pack challenge, when Naomi and Becky had a one-on-one moment, their chemistry was good for those good. It was like a 30-second moment, 45 seconds, but it was still good. It was really, really good. So I was like, okay, like, we better get chemistry. I never said that publicly because like every time I would say like, you know, I want Naomi and Becky to have a match, I would get jumped. You want Becky and Naomi? Have you seen like you? So I was like, okay, like maybe a guy was like, you know, I'm gonna do this for you privately. Unfortunately, the match started. It wasn't what I thought it would be, and that's on me because I'm like, I don't know why I thought they would like have as good chemistry as they did like what 8 years ago. So that was on me. The sequences, I mean, you could tell that they had like they did practice, but it just didn't come out the way they wanted. It was very obvious that it didn't. It was very sloppy to say the least. Like it was slow. It wasn't the cleanest, and it kind of looked like performance in the training almost. It was just like, oh, like okay, like you know, it's whatever. But it wasn't. They weren't really clicking, Naomi and Becky. So I kind of pray they don't ever have a match after that. I'm just like, kind of scared. Unless Becky, like, you know, Naomi can, like, you know, find a way to have a match and it's good, then okay. But after that, I'm kind of like, maybe I was too excited. Maybe I was overexcited. So, yeah, definitely didn't like those sequences. Was not the biggest fan of those sequences. They were not that good. So then Naomi and Becky were starting it off, and I'm not going to lie, it was very boring, like, when they were in it. It was just them two. I was just like, this is not what I thought it would be. Like, I thought they would have better chemistry, but they did not have better chemistry. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to, you know, just let it fly by, whatever. Oh, and by the way, I did not watch this live. When I tell you, everybody was up saying, I'm just going to stay up. I was asleep. I was knocked out. So I just want everybody to know that. So then Tiffany Stratton was the third person in. I was very shocked, but she came in very early in the match. I'm telling you, I was very shocked by a lot of moments in this match. So Tiffany came in, and then as soon as she came in, I mean, the match picked up quick. I mean, Tiffany came in flipping and slamming. Like, she came in, did her cartwheel Alabama slam. She was handspringing them in the corner. Then Becky ran up on her, and it was crazy. So then Becky and Tiffany had a moment in the ring, and then Becky tried to do like the disarm her on Tiffany or something. But while she was trying to wrestle her down, Tiffany she was trying to like turn her around to get her on the ground. But when she did that, they faced Naomi, and Naomi did a double crossbody. That was one of my favorite spots. It was really clean. I like how they did it. So then Naomi and Tiffany, after Becky got like knocked down or whatever, Naomi and Tiffany had some moments. And a little fun fact again, I want Naomi and Tiffany Stratton to have a match against each other. It's been a dream match of mine for a good minute. So when they had their chemistry, they did the little like, remember when Bianca and Naomi, they did the little the spot in the Royal Rumble in 2021, like when they were both doing cartwheels while holding each other. Naomi and Tiffany did something like that. So I was like, Naomi finna do Tiffany's move. Like, I was like, girl, slam her on the thing. Because I was like, Naomi, do it. I was like, wait a minute. But then Naomi ended up doing the corner stink face in the corner while holding on to the pod, or not the pod, but like the actual cage, the chamber cage. And then after she was doing that, she started doing like inverted head scissors, kind of like what Sasha does, like when she like catches her opponents in the corner and then she like does a head scissors driver, like Ruby Riot's Deadly Nightshade. If you know, you know. So then after that, Naomi, I thought she was gonna do Nia Jax's finisher, but she would just like drop down. No, I mean, she's gonna drop down on her, obviously, on the outside of the pod, not the pod, on the floor. And I was like, okay, Naomi's gonna drop down on Tiffany and do like a Nia Jax type of thing, whatever. Like, you know, pay homage to Nia since they're in Australia, whatever. Fun fact, Nia is Australian born. She was born in Australia, Sydney, Australia. Naomi did a split, y'all. When I say I mean a split, I said, oh. I was very shocked because I was like, I never thought she would do that, but she did it and it was clean. And I commend her for that. I could never do that. Even if I was flexible, that would hurt. Because I got a dick and balls. So I'm just like, that shit would hurt me real bad. So I couldn't do that. kudos to her for that. So then, I want to say it was Liv Morgan who came into the chamber. And then when Liv came in, the match was pretty good. Liv did very well. As somebody who's not the biggest fan of Liv Morgan did phenomenal in this match. I loved her performance. I truly did. It was so good. But yeah, she was doing cold. It was mainly like it was the timing of like her cold breakers and her moves and how she was hitting them. It was amazing. And like when she came in, she ran up on Tiffany and she was beating her ass. And then she was like, "It's Livy time." I was screaming. So the match continues, whatever. So eventually Naomi's on the top of the pod. And she did a blockbuster from the top of the pod to Liv. And at first, I thought she did it. I saw a clip of it before I watched the actual match. And I thought, okay, she did the Liv Morgan Sunset Flip Powerbomb spot on the Liv. This move that Liv did last year. That's what I thought it was. And Michael Cole did too, because when I watched it, he was like, Naomi with a sunset flip powerbomb off the top of the pot. I was like, see, he gets me. So I'm like, I know I'm not tripping, but it was a blockbuster. I was like, oh. But she still ate it. I was like, okay, Naomi. I thought she was just going to do a crossbody, but she did a fucking blockbuster. So after the blockbuster, Tiffany Stratton rolled Naomi up and she was eliminated. And after she eliminated Naomi was the first one out. So Naomi was the first one gone. And then by the time Naomi left, I want to say Raquel came into the match. Kudos to Raquel for her performance, because if a lot of people don't know this, Raquel is dealing with a condition. I forgot what it's called. Aries Pipe Bomb touched on it. But regardless, she still did very good in the match despite the condition. And I'm going to say, Raquel, if you ever see this, I'm proud of you. I'm very happy for you. I'm so proud. You did so well. You were taking bumps. You did amazing. I'm very happy. I'm not even the biggest Raquel fan, but like I have human decency. And I just want to say, like, I am very happy for her. And if you're making fun of her for her, like, condition and stuff like that, there's a special place in hell waiting for you, because that shit is not funny. So, she did phenomenal. Raquel, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember much from Raquel in the match, because I was kind of, you know how you have your, like, who you're watching for? I wasn't really watching for Raquel, so I don't remember much what she did, but I did want to touch on that. So, gotta give something to everybody. So then, of course, my pick came in, the EST of the WWE, Bianca Belair. And she ran up on Tiff. Everybody wanted they ones with Tiffany, because Tiffany was talking a lot of shit before this match. I'm not gonna lie, because like the build-up to this match, Tiffany was talking a lot of shit, so she got her ass whooped. So eventually, I want to say Bianca came into the match. She ran up on Tiffany, beat her ass. Then she did her comeback sequence on Becky Lynch, and then her and Raquel had a standoff. Because Raquel, even at the very beginning of the match, I do remember this. She was when she entered the pod and Bianca entered her pod, they were staring at each other, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I want my ones with you." And she like had her muscle up, like, "We're gonna see who's the strongest. We gonna see who's the strongest." So her and Bianca finally had a stare down. So Bianca was like, "Girl, what's up?" And Raquel was like, "What's up, Chiquita? Like, what's up?" So they had to go to standoff, and then Bianca attempted to do a KOD on her or something, but it didn't work. And then after that, Raquel and Liv had a moment no, I'm telling y'all this whole match wrong. Y'all know my memories. Ugh. But she did attempt a KOD on her. It didn't work, and I think like Bianca got knocked down. Then I do remember eventually Liv Morgan ran on Raquel. No, I do remember. I think Bianca like got to the outside or something, and I think Raquel like slammed her or some shit. I don't remember. But I do remember Bianca doing this like crazy ass DDT on the outside. Like Raquel tried to do a suplex and Bianca turned it into a DDT. When I tell you Bianca's counter offense is so underrated. My friend Ella, she was like, she went to the school of Mercedes Moné. And I said, I know that's right. You better pay homage to your black counter wrestler sister. I know that's right. So then eventually Raquel and Liv were in the ring. And Raquel was like, "Okay, Liv, I know we cool now." But like, "What's up?" Girl, Liv was not having that shit. Liv ran up on her like she stole something from her. So after that, Raquel tried to do like a powerbomb to Liv, but Becky pulled a cheap shot. She chop blocked the fuck out of Raquel's knee. So then Liv did a code breaker. Becky started beating the fuck out of Raquel by doing this striker combo that she usually does. I call it the big time beatdown. But she did that. And then I want to say, I think Tiffany did some shit. I don't know. Somebody did something else. But obviously Raquel wasn't eliminated by that. But Raquel was eliminated by a KOD by Bianca Belair. Bianca she hit a KOD on Raquel Rodriguez. I was like, bro, she really did it. She really did it. She really did it, y'all. She really did it. Like, for real, she did that. And also Liv Morgan, she did she jumped from the top of the pod and she did a senton on top of Raquel while Raquel's like laying on the rope. I'm like, first of all, I know that shit hurt. Like, condition or not, I know that hurt both of them, especially Raquel, because like she's sitting in the corner, like already kind of squeezed, and then she got to take this bump on her stomach. Like, I know that hurt. Again, kudos to her, because I could not. And she could DDT on the outside on that hard ass floor. Kudos to Raquel. She was taking bumps. Liv Morgan eliminated Tiffany Stratton with a flatliner, like an Oblivion. Damn. And Tiffany was like on the top rope, but Liv Morgan eventually did a top rope Oblivion, which was really cool. Like, she should do that more often. And when she did, the crowd was like, boo. Because believe it or not, the crowd actually was rooting for Tiffany. They were like, we want Tiffany. I was like, oh, I didn't know y'all fucked with her like that, but they did. She got eliminated, and Liv was like, oh my god, drop a tear. Like, she really did like the drop a tear like motion. So evidently, we finally get to the final three. Bianca Belair. I'm trying to make this quick, y'all, so it's not no long ass video like the SummerSlam video. So then we got to Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, and Liv Morgan. Triple threat. And you know what's funny? It's so crazy because at one point in time, a lot of people wanted this match while Becky was the Raw Women's Champion as Big Time Bex. Because they were like the top three of the Raw Women's division in like 2022. So we actually got like a kind of a triple threat match. And it's like, okay, wait. So I'm not gonna hold you. I thought it was gonna be like Bianca carried them, but they did good. Like, all three of them did really good. Like, the sequences, the timing, the spots, the chemistry. Oh my god, it was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like, I think Becky did, like, no, it was something. Like, Liv did some moves to Becky Lynch, and then Becky went flying across the ring. And then as soon as she did that, Bianca came in with a 450, and Becky put her knees up. I said, y'all better chill. Y'all better chew. They came to eat, y'all. They were hungry for some food, and they came to eat all of it. So after that, Becky, Bianca didn't cover her, but eventually Bianca got back up. Liv Morgan eliminated Bianca Belair, which shocked me. I was like, what? Not Liv eliminated Bianca, but she did. And she did a schoolgirl pin. And as soon as she did eliminate Bianca, Becky beat Liv Morgan, and she became the winner of the 2024 Women's Elimination Chamber via Manhandle Slam. And this is the very first chamber Becky Lynch has entered. And now Becky Lynch will go on to face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania this year. Phenomenal match. My favorite Women's Elimination Chamber for sure. Ate it up. All the women in there did. So talented. I'm so proud of them. And I'm so proud because they're proving women can do it too. And we've been saying that. Tiffany Stratton and Liv Morgan. Especially Liv Morgan. Oh my god. As somebody who was not rooting for Liv Morgan, I was very happy with her performance in this match. I was like, Liv 8. She's very talented. Do I want her as champion right now? I'm gonna be honest, I don't. But she did very well in this match. I can't help but give 10s. She was amazing. I gotta give credit where it's due. She did so good. And Tiffany Stratton, that is a star. You hear me? That is a star. Tiffany Stratton was, ever since she lost that NXT Women's Championship to Becky Lynch, she has been hungry to prove herself, and she has been doing that. I am so proud of her. I cannot help but give credit where it's due. They came to chew. Bianca Belair, talent. She is so fucking talented. She did her shit. For real. She was there. Raquel, despite her condition, she did her shit. So happy for her. She did her shit. Becky, she won, and that's good for her. She won the match. She wasn't my favorite in the match when it came to performance, but she won. So that's good for her. Good for her. And Naomi, even though I personally I didn't want her to be eliminated that fast. I knew she was gonna be eliminated first, but me personally, I would have kept the reign a little longer. Just a little longer, but she's outside of the in-ring sequences with Becky Lynch. I was happy for her performance. That split, oh my god, the split in the blockbuster. Y'all knew to keep her in there a little longer. Y'all could have kept her in for a little longer, just a little longer. But she did good for what was given. Outside of the in-ring sequences, I hate those. I'm sorry. With Becky at the beginning, but she picked it up and she came, and I was like, yes, sir. That's what I want. That's Naomi, and she did that. And I'm very happy for her because Naomi, the last chamber she was in was a tag team chamber, so this was her very first one-on-one chamber. And I'm very happy for her. Happy she came back. And I'm praying she just gets better treatment. She really deserves it. Very proud. All the women in this match, 10s, 10s, 10s. So fucking talented. And this was such a good match. Like, I know I sound like I'm doing the most, but it was so good. Like, women on top all day, every day.